far as I'm concerned, if you're going to eventually be a top coach, you should probably learn how to do this, right? So I figured, when he looked at me and said, "You're still speaking," I'm like, thanks. So yep, I did. I actually lost 90 pounds my first round. I did P90X in Insanity. And that was a great video, but I will be honest, when she said I bloated to a size 12, I was like, really? That was like a huge goal for me, so I'm like, it's kind of rude, but in my own opinion, I thought I was a little rude. But anyway, I lost 90 pounds. I attempted to be a coach. It was actually like the worst experience of my life. It was 8 months of me. I don't know if somebody else said it too, I think as soon as I walked in. It was all about me. I'm starting my challenge groups, and I'm building my team, and it's my business, and you should do P90X because God knows everybody wants to work out for an hour and 15 minutes every day, right? So I had a very wrong direction on everything, and I coached for 8 months, and I sold 1 bag of shit out. And she sent it back. So. Awesome! This isn't looking good, right? So I quit coaching. I was like, you know, this isn't for me. You know, how many people have said that? I continued to watch Scott, though, and he just inspired me. And actually, the day I originally signed up, he had quit his job, so I was like, oh man, all right, I'm on the right track here, but I wasn't, because it was all about me. And it was all about what I needed, and not what they needed. So I continued to watch him, and he continued to inspire me, and we decided we were going to move to Montana. I'm actually from Michigan. And literally, like, I told everybody that I was moving across the country, and I got pregnant with my third kid, so... Yay! Nothing like losing 90 pounds and having to put it back on. I was not happy. So here we are, pregnant, moving across the country, and I just decided, you know, I really want to make this work. I need to make this work. A girl saying that she couldn't afford food. Yeah, I get that, except for I had 3 kids that were telling me they were hungry and I couldn't feed them either. And my husband works harder than any man I know, and everybody thinks their husband is the hardest working man that they know, but I can truly tell you right now, I've never seen a man work harder in my life than him. He'll work 16 hours outside and come home and, you know, all right, we're going to tear up the sod, baby, and put some new grass down. I mean, it's just, he's insane. And I knew I had to make this work because we took $4 an hour pay cut when we moved out here, and I don't work. So I had no choice but to make Beachbody work. So with that in mind, I had to still keep this focus of it's not about you. You've got to make sure your success comes from their success. So what is your goal here? You don't want to sell somebody a $205 challenge pack because you need $70 in your pocket. You need to find them a challenge pack that's going to work for them. And if that means hip-hop abs and you only make 40 bucks, that's important because in the long run, when you throw out their success story, all these people that have watched them are going to be like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? I've got to get in on this. But of course, I had to be the product before I could even start my business, right? I got to get back into the weight loss game now that I've had my kid. So I dropped another 45 pounds, actually 55 pounds, which puts me at 145 pounds lost with Beachbody. And again, that's why when she's like a size 12, I blow it up, I'm like, yeah, I ruined my 18s were too tight, okay? So I don't want to hear that. But so when I started coaching this time, I went in with a different mindset. You know, I really, not only did I believe in Beachbody the first time, but now you know, third kid, 3 years difference. A lot changes in 3 years with a woman's body, and you keep putting babies in them, and it's a lot on your body. Really is a lot on your body. And I was kind of frustrated, and Scotty, of course, had to hear the blow of most of it, where I'm like, I'm not losing weight, I'm so irritated. And it's just because I was worrying too much about everything. I was so worried about this, and so worried about this, and I gotta do this, and I gotta do that. And I really just kind of let it all go. I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna give this all to God, and the personal development is no joke. I mean, if you don't believe in yourself, it's sad because, like I said, I've lost 145 pounds with Beachbody, and this is going to probably come as a surprise. I have never one time, not once, submitted a picture to Beachbody. Because for so long, I never actually believed in myself. I'd look at my pictures and be like, yeah, I lost weight. I don't look that good. I don't look like that girl. I don't look like that girl. I'm not, you know, and as a coach, I found myself, I'm not making that money. I'm not doing that. I'm not reaching these people. I'm not hitting these goals. And I had to put it out, you know. Forget it. Truly, it is your business, you guys. If your coach wants you to go diamond, that's great. Do you want to go diamond? Because it really doesn't matter what your coach wants for you. It's what you want for you. And you've got to believe with everything inside of you that you are capable of it. And I will truly say it's the number one thing I struggle with is pushing that little voice out of my head telling me you can't do this, you can't do this. And you know, I can do this. And every single one of us here can do this. We've got the right materials, the right support, the right product. I mean, seriously, we're not trying to sell you Senso. We're giving you legitimate stuff here. We're going to help you change your life if you let us. So, now I'm rambling. Anyway, I just wanted, to point that out, that make it about them, Yes, you wanna make sure you wanna share with the whole world how great this is for you, how great everything in your life is changing. But remember, what works for you might not work for them. But in all reality, we have something for everybody here. Everybody. So I encourage all of you to keep that at the forefront of your mind when you're speaking to people. It is not about your needs. And as for, I looked at my mom, who's one of my coaches, and she says, they were talking about the Success Club 10 points, for April and May to be part of that thing at Summit. And she's like, why? We're in the middle of April. The first Super Saturday I went to, I was so fired up when I left. I went home and did Success Club 5 and went. Okay, so get that mindset right now that anything's possible no matter how late in the game you think you are. It's never too late, okay? So never give up, you guys. Never. All right?